So you
Well,
played in
and
Montreal, so you really aren't kicked out of Canada?
we were.
We actually that was just like a few days after our year of being banned from
What
Canada.
happened? I need to know about that.
Who wants to start? Travis?
Legally, are you allowed to talk about it?
Travis, you've been quiet. You know, it came up actually because I was in Canada last week.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
there you go.
What's your experience?
So like I got to the border and
Yeah.
I'm just gonna put up.
That's okay.
It's a lot of stuff. I got to the border and um, it's like, oh, you're all vacationing. Oh, the kids, hi kids. Oh, there's a this light means you have to pull over there. So I went inside, and the woman was like, "You have a flag on your account," and I was like, "My account? I have an account." She's like, "Your profile. Have you ever robbed a store?" I was like, "No, no." I was like, well, have you ever been like fingerprinted or detained by the police? And I was like, well, I've been fingerprinted for my job because I'm a teacher. And then she's like, there's this flag on your profile. So I just need to know like the last time. Can you just walk me through the last time we were in Canada? And then I said, we played Montreal at Zoo Bazaar. But the time before that, there was an incident. Anyway, by the time I talked about Les George Leningrad and was describing their drummer and how insane he was, she's like, you know what? I get it. Musicians get detained, like especially in the early aughts. So I understand what happened, and you guys are free to go into Canada. But 20 years before that, we were touring California, and we had a gig in British Columbia. Was it in? Am I wrong?
Was it Vancouver?
Was it Vancouver? I don't know.
Yeah, it was at the it was supposed to be at the Lamplighter in Vancouver.
Okay.
The Canadian government has all of this recorded. They one of the last times I was stopped at the border, they read the details of the report, including how much they were charging at the door of the venue we were
Oh my
supposed to
God,
play
you're
at.
detailed. Jesus.
So yeah,
They had our MySpace pulled up, and they were like, "These are you guys. You guys are screwed."
And then they pulled all of our merch out of the car and laid it out on the ground like it was a drug seizure.
Yep.
And they were just like, "Look, you were going to sell all this stuff in Canada."
Yeah.
we could. They said we could confiscate this, but we're not going to because it was too sad. Yeah, we were touring with Yip Yip.
Yeah.
And,
Yeah. I know. Yep. Yep.
they had gone on ahead of us because our car had broken down in Central
Right.
Washington.
Oh God.
We didn't hear from them for hours, and we got to the border hours after them, and they'd been detained there the whole time. And we had a fake letter from the guy who booked the show saying we were there to record an album to
Oh,
explain why we had all the gear.
mm-hmm.
And Chad kept insisting that we were there to record and we weren't playing a show. And he was indignant that we were being accused of playing a show. And I started laughing. And the border agent said, I'm going to leave you with nothing but that smile on your face when I'm done with you. And then it got kind of scary. Yeah.
Mounties.
That's awful.
Yeah. So they did our mug shots and they made us sign a paper saying we wouldn't return within the next year, and they sent us back to the US side, and then the US border agents made fun of our shirts and our band name, and
Yeah.
and now for the rest of our life, I've asked the border agents, they said for the rest of our lives
Oh wow.
we will have to stop at customs and immigration. So
Wow. Jesus.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
insane. That is insane.